The time for talk is over.
Guys, Riven is out. Let's get it. This is going to be an insane champion. I'm very much looking forward to playing her. And I'm going to talk a little bit in this video about her build, her runes. We're going to talk about which abilities that you max. We're then going to look at her abilities themselves, and then we're going to talk about combos. And I'm not going to be able to cover every combo that Riven's got because she's got a download of them, but we're going to do our very best to get through as many as possible and hopefully get you started playing with Riven on the right foot because she's super fun. Obviously, thanks to G2A for sponsoring the channel. Reference link in the description below. And also, I'm doing a giveaway in June, as I did in May and April. You just need to like, comment on, and subscribe, and the winner will be announced at the 1st of July. 10 winners can happen over the course of June, so make sure you comment on as many videos as you can throughout this month. But let's get into it. Let's get into this guide for Riven. She's an absolute beast. Oh my god, okay, Riven is out, guys. This is the build that I think works pretty well on Riven. I'm going to give you a couple of options, though, okay? Hear me out. Versus non-tanks, so if you're not going up against a Malphite or a Garen or a tanky champion in the top lane, I quite like Trinity Force. Why do I like Trinity Force? It gives you the same amount of ability haste, it gives you a little bit of movement speed, it gives you some max health and attack damage, but more importantly, it gives you the Spell Blade, which is obviously every time you cast an ability, you're going to get the ability to deal excess damage on the next basic attack, and one of Riven's combos involves first ability cast, basic attack, first ability, basic attack, first ability, basic attack. So you should be able to get several procs of Sheen off in a small trade. But this could very easily be Black Cleaver versus tanks, but I think you go either one or the other. So it's either Black Cleaver into Sterak's or it's Trinity Force into Sterak's. And I think Trinity Force into Sterak's is usually the better, like if you're going up against squishier targets, it's going to get more value. But if you're going, you know, if you've got Black Cleaver, then obviously Black Cleaver is going to get more value versus tankier targets. I like going cooldown boots. I don't think any of the other boots suit Riven, especially if you're going to go for the Ravenous Hunter Vampirism rune. I think that Bloodthirster is actually legitimately a really good item on Riven. It gives you 65 AD and it gives you 15% physical vamp. Every single one of Riven's abilities scales insanely well with AD and all deal physical damage. So you'll be getting a huge amount of healing plus Hunter Vampirism off Bloodthirster, giving you a total of what? It's going to be about 22% physical vamp. Now you could obviously go vamp shoes if you want, but I think it's a little bit overkill. I think the cooldown boots are better for Riven in that sense, or one of the defensive boots, depending on, you know, plated steel caps versus AD, or Mercury treads if you want to get the reduction. As I always say, and I'm going to repeat this now, boots are absolutely like 100% flexible. And then later on, Mortal Reminder, Guardian Angel. You could also slot a Death Stance in there somewhere. A Death Stance might be something that you pick up over Bloodthirster if you want to go a bit more defensive. But I genuinely believe Riven is one of the few carries in the game that makes a lot of use out of Bloodthirster, along with someone like Draven. You don't massively need attack speed on Riven. She's not really an attack speed carry. She's more about just dealing flat damage, which is why you could say that Black Cleaver is a better option than Trinity Force. However, because you're weaving in basic attacks in between ability casts, if you're playing Riven properly, you're going to get a lot of value out of Sheen. So it's a bit of swings and roundabouts. You do stack Black Cleaver very quickly as Riven, however. So, you know, as I said, I think both of these options are really good. Like with Black Cleaver, dealing physical damage reduces their armor. Well, you can deal 3 stacks of that with 3 casts of your first ability, and then all the basic attacks in between. So you can basically stack a Black Cleaver almost instantaneously, which is obviously a really good way of doing well in the laning phase. But either way, Black Cleaver or Trinity Force, I reckon you try them both. I'd say that Black Cleaver is safer and it's cheaper, but Trinity Force is probably going to give you, if you can weave the basic attacks in, probably going to give you a lot more carry potential. Conqueror, Hunter Vampirism, Bone Plating, and Sweet Tooth. Cool, let's talk about ability maxing. So you always max ultimate first, of course, but you might want to think about then going first ability, third ability, second ability. Second ability is a bit of a one-point wonder, but it is always first ability. That's your main damage ability. Then it's second ability because it gives you the shield, which keeps you sustained in the later game. And then you finally max your stun, which is your second ability. So that's pretty much the order that 95% of all Rivens go on the PC version, and that translates over to Wild Rift. That's the build that you should be going for. Okay, so we've done build runes, we've done the ability priority. Let's jump in and look at some of her abilities, and I'm going to use the champion overview that we got from Wild Rift because it's a little better than I can do, and then we're going to jump straight into combos. Okay, Riven. As you may have guessed, she's an AD bruiser. She scales really well with AD. She's very good at taking people unaware, especially when she has her ultimate up, and she's got a lot of burst damage. A good Riven player can absolutely take over a game. Okay, so Runic Blade gives Riven the ability to deal extra damage with her basic attacks by casting abilities. So your attacks from those abilities consume the charges, and you can store up to 3. So basically, you deal a little bit of extra damage every time you cast an ability. Broken Wings is her first ability, is a 3-part ability where she casts her blade 3 times in front of her, with the third one being a knock-up. It does allow her to jump over certain ledges in Wild Rift, and that's a little trick that you can go and find out in the practice tool. Key Burst is a very, very tiny stun that deals damage in an area. Valor is a short dash forward that allows her to gain a shield and close the gap. As you may be able to notice with Riven, she gains a crap ton of movement abilities. Blade of the Exile is her ultimate, which reforges her blade. It gives her extra AD and empowers her other abilities. Her second cast of her ultimate allows her to perform a wind slash that deals more damage to champions when they are on low HP. Riven is a super mobile, super engaging Baron lane player, which can also be played in the mid lane, and she can absolutely take over games by storm. She is insane. I thoroughly recommend that you guys give her a go because she is, as you can see here, an absolute outplay monster. Riven is awesome. Let's go and have a look at some of her combos now and start to master this champion as best we can in this short video. Okay, so very basic combo on Riven. It is the 3 casts of your first ability with a basic attack in between them. So, first ability, basic attack, first ability, basic attack, first ability, basic attack. And you can do it like this. That is the most basic combo. When you're trading with someone, first ability, basic attack, second ability, basic attack, third ability, basic attack, okay? So that is the basic combo, but we can make it spicier. We can make it spicier. Okay, so this is a little more difficult, right? You're at the target, you use your basic attack, and you have to do this quickly, so I can't show you slowly, but basically, basic attack, first cast of first ability, move backwards, basic attack, second cast of first ability, move backwards again, third cast of your first ability, and move backwards again. So watch this. Basic attack, move backwards. You see I was cancelling the animation at the end there, right? This is the elite level Riven kind of an animation cancelling using your movement. So I'm basic attack, first ability, moving backwards. You see that I'm slightly moving the joystick to the left, and I'm floating backwards during the animation. That cancels the animation slightly. So watch this. Sorry. Okay, so you compare that to just doing this normally. It's a little bit slower, so I can do it. You basically can weave those basic attacks in a little bit more quickly. So yeah, just move backwards. You can just cancel a little bit more quickly. You can see it's a little more quick than just doing it normally like that, okay? So that's the way. You just got to move backwards, a movement command at the end of your ability cast, and it slightly cancels the animation so that you can weave that basic attack in a little bit more quickly. Okay, so the next one is what we call a short trade, and I'm going to do it slow. I'm going to do it slowly for you. It's first ability, second ability, basic attack, jump away. Okay, so when you combo it all together, it looks a little bit like this, and frankly, I might get it wrong a little bit because I've only just started playing Riven, but it's going to look a little bit something like this, like that. That's what we call a short trade on Riven. Okay, so I got all the basic attacks in there, and it's very difficult for someone to trade against it. Obviously, you want to try and dash the right way. So you want to make sure you're dashing in your movement direction. But that's what we call a short trade. And it's very easy to just take a short trade like that, and it's difficult for the enemy to do it against. So you kind of want to do that in lane whenever you have the ability, unless you're looking to go all in. But that's what we call a short trade on Riven, and it's relatively easy to get in and out very quickly, and you have the shield on exit to prevent you taking any return damage. We also have some double cast combos, which means basically casting 2 abilities at the same time. Riven is able to do that. So very slowly, this one is double casting your stun and your first ability. So you're using your first ability to cancel the animation of your stun. You see this? The animation of your stun is quite long, but you can cancel it with your first ability. Okay, so the way it goes like this is, it looks like this. You E, you auto attack, and you just cast your 2 abilities together. You see that? I basically cancelled the second half of my stun animation by using my first ability. So it looks very simple. Like that. And then you can go into a full trade like that. Very, very easy. That's like the full combo together is you E in, you basic attack, and you cancel, and then you're just doing the trades like that. Really, really easy stuff. And this is what is like an all-in combo on Riven, right? So you E, basic attack, you cancel the animation on your W, and then we do the combo that you saw right at the start, which is using your first ability combined with movement commands and your auto attacks. So yeah, ready? E, basic attack, stun, you cancel the animation, basic attack, second cast, basic attack, basic attack. Really easy little all-in combo in the laning phase, and if you can master it, it's very difficult to out-trade that damage because it's pretty insane. You can also use Flash to cancel a number of your abilities, and if you want to use your ultimate, you can actually use Flash to cancel your ultimate. If you look at your ult, I'm not going to show you because the ultimate, it takes a while to wear off, so hopefully I get it in this first shot, but essentially, you can use your Flash to cancel your ultimate and go into that other combo. So this is a double cast combo, and you're using your Flash to cancel your ultimate. So you use E, ultimate Flash, like this, and then you go into your full combo, and that's a load of damage. And hopefully you guys saw that, but essentially we were using our Flash to cancel the animation on our ultimate. I'm going to show you again once it wears off right now, so hopefully we'll be able to do it. E, ultimate Flash, stun. Like that, you see? Hopefully that made sense to you. We're using our Flash to cancel the animation on our ultimate cast that allows you to catch someone off guard more readily for an all-in combo. And then you use that same combo that you just saw, which is the second ability, first ability combo, which cancels the animation of the second ability. Riven's complex. She's really complex. I'm hoping you're getting that. It's very difficult to produce a high-level guide on Riven on the very first day, but I'm hoping I'm doing a good job so far. So you can make this a little more complex by using the second part of your ultimate in combination with the second cast of your first ability. So I'm going to run through it very slowly again. It will be E. I'm not going to use my ultimate, but ultimate, Flash, auto attack, use the second ability, first ability, animation cancel, auto attack, and then use the second part of your ultimate, and then with the first part of your ability. Let's try and do this. This is going to be difficult. Okay, this is going to be really difficult. Right. Okay, so we're in range. E. Okay, I didn't quite get it right. We're going to try again. She's a very difficult champion to play. I didn't cast my second part of my ultimate before my first ability. I really recommend you go into practice tool and practice with Riven because she takes a lot of practice. Okay, let's try again. E, R1 Flash. And then we're going to do... There we go. Did you see that? Okay, I got it to work. All right. So that I cancelled the animation of the second part of my ultimate with the animation on the second part of my first ability. I didn't get the amount of basic attacks that I wanted in, but maybe if I go closer to the dummy, I'll be able to do it. So we're going to try it one more time. Okay, E, R... Oh, sugar. I went the wrong way. All right, give me a second. We're going to try again. Okay, ready for this, guys? I'm going to E... Right, ready. I'm going to try it again. E, R, Flash, basic attack. Okay, and then we're going to just wait. You see that? We cancelled it with our ultimate. I'm not getting this perfect, but hopefully you guys can practice it a little bit more in your practice modes because it is quite difficult to get right. We'll try it one more time. E, R1 Flash, Q, animation cancel, and then animation cancel on my ultimate on the second one. Got it right there. Did you see what I did? I didn't bloody see what I did, so hopefully you actually caught what I did. But that's another important combo with Riven's ultimate. So there are also ways that you can cancel your ultimate, and that's casting your ultimate. It has got a bit of a cast time. These are really simple. Just your third ability and ultimate, and you'll have it ready to go as soon as you come out of your dash. Very, very easy to do. As you'll notice that there is a lot of animation cancelling in Riven. So really, like, as I said, you need to just try and combo your abilities together. You see this here? This is what I'm doing.
My hands are stained.
That's the most basic one. Using your E, second ability, and then your first ability to cancel that. But you can also do it by canceling if you cast those two together as well. I didn't quite get that correct, but I'll do it when the ultimate cancels off. But again, you see that? I'm just canceling my my second ability animation with my first ability. Right. You can also do it by doing this. You see that? I stunned and cast my ultimate at the same time. So you can either do your dash into ultimate or your ultimate into stun, and it cancels the animation of you basically shoving your giant sword out, essentially. I'm hoping this is going in. I'm hoping it's at least giving you some indication, because I can't do this all in one video. It's going to require an extra dedicated video for the combos, but I'm trying to get as many of the good ones in as possible. The last one that I'm going to show you, and I recommend that you now go and try a lot of them yourself, is the fact that your Q can actually come off cooldown straight away. So one thing that you should know is that when you cast your first Q, the entire ability goes on cooldown, and the entire ability cooldown is 13 seconds, but you can wait. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and you see that it's off cooldown already. 1, 2,
Burdens of the past.
3. Off cooldown already. So you can do that with your first ability. It goes on cooldown on the first cast of your first ability, which is another really important point about Riven. And as I said, you see me do some flash combos. The very basic one is obviously using your E and then flash stunning. So very difficult if you're going for all in. If you're going to do that, you have to do the ultimate kind of animation cancel though. So EQ, flash, stun. Look at that. How do you trade against that? That's nutty. So the full damage combo, I'm going to show you the final full damage combo for Riven, okay? This is what you want to do when you're going for a big all-in trade and you want to kill someone. This is maybe the most important combo that you'll learn, and it's combining the bits of the other combos together. Okay, so you're going to cancel your animation on your ultimate with your dash. So I'm going to do it slowly first. So I've cancelled my animation on my ultimate. We basic attack. Okay, then we use Q, basic attack, stun, basic attack, Q, basic attack, and then we use the Riven combo at the same time. So we use the R2 cancel with the first ability. So we're going to try that again. Ready? So we do it a little bit more quickly this time. So we are going to dash stun. Okay, we messed up. We're going to try again. All right, we're going to try again. Honestly, Riven is so difficult, guys. But she takes a lot of practice, but if you get her, she's insane. So, E dash cancel. Basic attack. First ability, stun, basic attack, second ability, dash, and then comboing together. I hope you got that, because I bloody didn't again. But that's your full damage combo. When you're going all on, you want to make sure your animation cancelling your ultimate as much as possible. So we'll try one more time just to get it right. E dash ultimate, basic attack, first ability, basic attack, stun, basic attack, second ability, dash, and then boom. Boom! Boom, boom, boom! I'm Hell's Devil, everyone! Boom! There we go. Riven in a nutshell. I hope it was a good guide. I hope you enjoyed it. Go have fun with this champion. She's nutty.